Alright, welcome. We're gonna get right up into finishing the end of Magic, or the end of Peacekeepers and the start of Magic Crafters here. Um, just skitters here. You can do skitters, like, for a little bit, but for not that long. At some point it gets too steep and you want to start doing, like, quick jump charges, like just X square as fast as you can. So yeah, I'm kind of just doing X squares, and then once you want to kind of bank your way towards this, and then, you know, jump back around, cut that. Gosnold can be a little finicky with talking to him, so don't like miss by too much and land up here, like up here, because he just likes to ignore you sometimes. Make sure you're landing right in front of him. Alright, start of Magic Crafters here. Just gonna take these pawns with the charging jumps. There's faster ways to get this thief. Honestly, I should learn them. um, I think I know there's like a strat where you can flame out here and then like get a pivot with Spyro, like the type of pivot that we usually want to avoid. You can actually get that like spinning pivot while you're getting the flame out. Um, I'll like check around and maybe link some videos below of alternate strats on this egg, because I'm fully admitting right now that what I do here is not good. You want to get this dragon? You saw how I kind of like, let's rewind for a sec. So I want to come through this enemy, but I want to be in a position to also get the dragon and get the flame out on this chest. So I kind of bend it out, flame out. If you miss this flame, it's not a big deal. You can actually just flame charge jump right out of this dragon. You just have to take a little bit of different movement. But since the green's there, you can do that. Just a quick jump charge into it. We want to take a line here, get this guy, then take like a curve through here. Jump charge. Ignore this chest over here. Just charge through these guys. You see, look at how I do this last guy. See, I'm kind of just like grazing the front of him, so I can keep my charge. I don't have to charge and like stop so I don't bonk here. I take a angle so that I can just charge and jump right here, get here, avoid that. Skitters right here. You can get both of these chests with one flame, and it speeds things up a little bit. I like to just be super safe and do regular ones. Charge down after the flame jumps. Remember, I'm just pressing X and flame at the same time for this type of chest. You want to get over here on the right for this one, because we're going to want to go to the left. Take a line through the inside of these two red gems. And you got to be careful with these guys. These guys are on like, they can raise the platform, so you have to, don't jump. You don't want to jump. You want to stay grounded, which is kind of the opposite of what you'd expect, but you want to stay grounded and take a straight line to them, and you can beat them to raising it. As soon as you get that out, get the flame on here. What I do after the first flame comes out, I get a roll. See how the roll kind of repositions? Or like look where I'm at for the first flame. Now look where I am after the roll. Because I want to come over and get these guys. So that roll is really useful. Again here, make sure you're not like flame charge jumping or anything like that. If you flame charge jump this chest, you might get the gem, you might hit the flame charge, but this guy will raise the platform and you won't be able to get them. Charge through the middle of them. Skitters. You can actually take a more inside line here and ignore these red gems, because you do technically get them. You would get them on the way out also, but it's very minimal. I really like to push this flame charge. So it's kind of really flick it out. It almost reminds me of like the flight movement in a way, because I really want to flick this flame charge out while, moving towards my next destination. That's a fun one. Alright, Alpine Ridge, there's some cycles in this level, like scenery cycles. So here, we're gonna land next to these two gems, get them for free, and kind of take a little bit of a a little bit of path to the right as we're going here so that this gem collects too. Get the flame out as early as you can. Again, you can't flame charge these big enemies. And as you grab that out of the air, back into that guy. Be careful to not let go too fast. There's a mechanic in this game, if you let go as soon as you, like the frame you kill an enemy, the gem won't home. Even if it's like, even if you're charging into it. So make sure to like, you know, charge through and then X. Okay. Here, again, I do something that's kind of not the most optimal. You can go faster here. I just find this consistent. The top of this beast, when it's dead, like, I'm not sure exactly where the cutoff is, but I'd say maybe like around the eyes. You can actually, it doesn't have collision up here. So you can technically, as you're grabbing its gem, jump over this. I prefer to just grab it safe, go around. And as you're getting that guy, you want to be watching this platform, because this platform is I don't know, like it's not consistent at all. Like this platform could literally be anywhere between here, so you want to like kind of figure out where it's going to be. Sometimes that means going around to the right, sometimes it means going around to the left. So just kind of like gauge what you're going to do there. Charge through here. What you want to do here is actually see, I could have flamed him from further away, but I actually like want to let him come towards me a little bit because I'm wanting to go back that way. So get the flame out, jump charge, back across this way. Those quick X flames, and then here, you can take this single stair. It's faster to double stair like this. Again, use that roll mechanic again to reposition ourselves because we're going to come back around this way. These two guys are a better frame here that we can actually see them. So these two guys, if you've done everything well, like I have on this, you just want to get this guy. You don't want to venture out for this guy. These guys both only have 2 gems. So you want to get this guy and like take this corner tight. And there's going to be a dragon right here that we're going to free. If you're slow, then this guy will be closer. And you can kind of get both of them, and it's more worth it. So just keep that in mind. Just get the one dragon. Charging jumps down here. You want to land kind of in here and take a line around here so that you're getting most of these gems. See how I kind of like went through the middle of those, went just close enough to that green. Oops, going forward, go backwards. See how I get just close enough to that green to make sure I get that one. And then here, once we get to this chest, you can either jump charge or you can do, guess what I do? You know, just the let go of the charge. There it is again. Just a quick let go of charge and recharge. I do is charge and jump out of that to get the flame here, kind of set up for a jump. And if you're on good cycle, then this might be up. You can just charge glide over it. What I like to do here, once we get into this room, is kind of aim for right around this gem. Don't worry about these down here. Aim for this gem and charge through here. I literally landed on it that time. That's ideal. So then we get close enough for that, charge through him. Notice I ignored those gems, that red gem. Just don't worry about the red gem. I'm just gonna play this in slow-mo right from the get-go. Get the flame charge out to get the double there, and then recharge. This is tough. I still screw this up sometimes. This is tough to get down. See how I'm flame charging, and then let go, recharge, and then charge and jump out. Those two, then back across, make sure you get this guy as a 10 gem. Now, since I've done everything correctly, I'll back it up a bit here to kind of make my point. When you're in this area, you want to kind of have a feel for this guy's raising and lowering this platform over here. You want to kind of check out what cycle it's on. Since I've done everything well and get this guy, and I know I just want to come through here, get these 2 gems only. There's a red right here also. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to get those 2. Jump right down. Now, if you get on a cycle where this platform's up, you can actually just charging jump glide to the side of it, to the right of it, like completely off. It looks like you're gonna die. And once you hit like maybe like halfway, like right here, this guy will actually think that you've basically like got on his platform and he'll lower it. So kind of toy with that, because that is important to be making cycles sometimes, or not have to wait out full cycles. You can also just straight up, I believe, jump from the other one, and even with this is up, you can just charging glide onto the top. I haven't personally done that, but I have seen people do that. But basically, if you're doing the thing where you're coming from the side, and you're timing it with him lowering it, as he lowers it, you kind of want to just ignore this back red. You're going to drop that red, charge through here, and then do the normal movement, which is this. I flame charge the back one, jump and recharge into the front one. I know Laura and maybe other people, I'm not sure, go for a double flame charge here, which saves a little bit of time, but it's finicky. You can definitely hit both of these with one flame charge, but you know, if you're feeling it, try it out. You don't have to copy me. I'm just telling you what I do, and I'm gonna try to give you as many alternate strats as possible, at least make you aware of them. So this is gonna be another one where we want to hold jump charge, just hold square and X out of this dragon. Do not touch your analog stick or your D-pad or anything. Just trust the process. Trust the process. 2 charging jumps here without touching anything. You'll magic stare that perfectly every time. Okay. Through here. 1 kind of curling charge. Let go. Charge the back and jump up this. This guy will be in various positions depending on how fast you've gotten here. Sometimes he's way over here and you just want to like ignore him. Sometimes he's just like right here and he's free. So, you know, you'll kind of get a feel for that also. Just kind of like, as you get up here, you can kind of get a peek at where he is and decide whether you want him. Again, notice how I jump onto a lot of hills. I don't think I've mentioned that I charging jump onto a lot of hills. Like, see how I'm kind of avoiding the uphill and then going into the skidders. Here, get the flame out as we're turning in here. Don't worry about that gem yet. Boom. Go far enough on that blue gem. It's deceptively deep in there. Flame out. Ignore the gem for now. And bonk. This is going to be a damage abuse. This is why this is part of the reason why at the end of Ice Cavern you really don't want to get hit by that snowball, because you don't want to only have green sparks to play with, especially when you're like newer, because you want a damage abuse on this. Damage abusing on fireworks is going to save a lot of time, otherwise you have to wait out the the fuse time if you flame it. As this gem comes out, this is the one where like if you push it too far, you're gonna have to kind of like either not get it, or you're gonna have to like, as you wrap around, because we're moving around in a circle like this for these gems. Make sure it's left to right. This is the one where if you've gone too early with trying to push how fast you start, it'll still be there. So as you wrap around, you want to kind of like give a little movement back this way to make sure that one auto homes before going on. Otherwise, if you time it perfectly, like I did, oops, full screen again. I keep doing that. That's like the 3rd time. Otherwise, I do it pretty much perfectly here. See how Sparks goes back to grab it. Like, I really pushed this one. Sparks grabbed it. Just do a little walk to turn there and recharge. And this would, like before this gem, let's say I missed that. If I'm like here, then I probably like just take a few, charge a little bit this way, and then maybe jump charge back left or do whatever. But Basically, if you go too fast, you have to pay for it by going further along in the circle here. Stairs. Remember, just tap charge. Just tap charge. Don't hold it down, otherwise you'll bonk on the stairs. Just tap it every time. Get the timing down. Here. Charge through this guy and magic stair. You don't have to magic stair here, but you can, so why not? Yeah. And you can get a good timing with the magic stair because you want a charging jump as you're hitting the enemy. So that makes it easier for the timing. Here. Flame this guy. As long as you've done that previous section correctly, and this guy's still kind of activating, the metal guy that's riding his back will be up here, or on the first stair. If you're a little slow, then and you flame like more out here, then the metal guy might drop on the floor, and you might have to do something different. I think the metal guy is only a green, so if you have to just ignore the metal guy, that's fine, but you don't want to miss the beast because that's a 10. Notice how I grabbed it out of the air all and jumped onto the stair all in one motion. Let's watch that again. Grab, jump, charge. And again, just take, as you can see, if you do that cycle correctly, that metal guy's just in the way of the stairs, so you just get him for free while you're climbing the stairs. Here. You can flame charge this last chest. The chests are so close together that I don't like to mess with it too much, so I just charge through them. Some people like to turn this way, some people like to turn that way. I kind of just do whatever I'm feeling at the moment. I do a lot of things feel based. This is kind of one where I just kind of randomly do it sometimes. Either way, you want to be targeting like side or back. Since I'm really coming in from the left here, I can more afford to come around this way. But if you're like coming in like from over here and straight, and you're kind of thinking like, oh, I'm gonna really have to slow down and come around the back, just target the side. It's not a big deal for this dragon. Like, it's gonna cost you more time to try to slow down and come back and touch it. You can use a roll effectively there quite a lot too. Here, turn around. I think you can get a charging jump out here. You can play with it if you want. Personally, that ledge is kind of scary, so I just charge. Just charge. And then there's going to be something a little funny here. You can just charging jump it. When you're first starting, you might want to, do a full hop or a half hop or something to kind of give yourself some more height and give yourself a little bit more leeway. But you can just fly right through this wall. You kind of see where these points meet right here. There's kind of like a crease, like 3 creases here, here, then there's like kind of one going up and down here. You want to aim just to the right of that. Like that was perfect. That's like this, everything to the left, this whole area has collision. Everything right here and to the right does not. At least above this line. Everything below this line has collision again. So you want to be targeting right here. Through here. I think I'm one of the only people that actually charges down on this early enough to get this chest. It does make this egg thief a little harder. And this chest is only a red gem. So, if that's causing you issues, feel free to ignore it. Charging down. Again, flame charging jump so that we're in the air and skip the egg animation. Yeah. Flame charging jump through here. Charge. Double flame charge. Another thing you can do. Charge this one. Flame charge this one. And then as you're jumping to the dragon, charge through this one. Either way, then we want to touch that dragon, and we're going to be out. That's Alpine Ridge. I know I paused quite a lot there. There's kind of a lot going on in that level. So once again, reminder, if you just want a uninterrupted video, I'm going to link what I was watching here in the comments. I actually just did this run that I'm using for this today, literally today. So yeah, that will be linked below if you want a more fluid video. All right, I'll see you next time with what are we going to? High caves. Yeah. Bye bye.